Happy Vlogmas Day 18! I'm back with another of my travel themed vlogs for Vlogmas, and there is only a week left to go. I am absolutely not ready. So instead of doing present buying and wrapping and that kind of thing, I'm making a new vlog for you all. This new one is another request back at the start of Vlogmas from Lauren from the Crofts, who asked me if I'd ever spent Christmas anywhere unusual or exotic. Now, actually, despite the fact that I've been to 60 different countries, I've never actually been outside the UK on Christmas Day. I'm usually quite big on tradition for Christmas, so I'm normally at home or with family somewhere along the way. But I thought it might be quite fun to look at all the different places that would be good to spend Christmas. First up has to be Lapland. I mean, it's practically where Santa lives, so you can't get much more Christmassy than that. Having said that, I've actually been in January and it is amazing in the wintertime whenever you go. You can go husky sledding, which is one of my favourite experiences ever, which is amazing to wish through the snowy landscape. I went on a reindeer sleigh ride, met some reindeer, and got to know a little bit more about the Sami culture of the people who live in Lapland. I went snowmobiling, which was hugely fun. Although, as it turns out, there are speed limits for snowmobiles as well, so that's useful to know. And everywhere there is just so lovely, up to your knees in snow. I would make the point that on Christmas Day you're not going to get a great deal of daylight to enjoy it, but then you've got saunas as well inside. So that has to be number one on the list. Number two, if you don't want the snow, how about the beach? And there are endless places that you could go for a bit of Christmas sunshine. I've been in the Canary Islands not long before Christmas and seen everywhere lit up, and you get the same kind of celebrations you'd get in Spain, only with more palm trees, really. So that would be a great one. I know people who've been on Tenerife for Christmas and loved it. Or you can go further afield, the Caribbean. That will have plenty of Christmas celebrations going on and also plenty of sunshine. This year we were in the Turks and Caicos Islands with Beaches Resort, actually on Providenciales, back in November. No Christmas decorations quite that early, but I would love to spend a Christmas week there. How amazing would that be? And I even stumbled across another Indian Ocean option, which was island hopping around the Maldives, and that's actually a trip that went over Christmas. So I think that has to be on my list one day. That would be fun. I could forego Turkey for that. Then another one that's on my list would be Australia. Now, I've never actually found out whether Australian Christmases really are like the idea. Does everyone actually go to the beach and have a barbie and prawns and things like that? Even if it's a bit of a myth that's kind of sold of what an Aussie Christmas is, sounds pretty good actually. Bit of sunshine, but a bit of Christmas tradition as well. I don't know, that might be nice. Crackers on the beach. If you're more of a city person, then I think it would be hard to beat Quebec City for Christmas. Everywhere is a bit fairy tale during the winter period. You've got one of the ice hotels is there. They have their winter carnival, the festival Feu et Glace. So you have all kinds of Christmas events, ice skating, markets. The whole of the old town is transformed into a little bit of a winter wonderland. So if you're going to be in a city away from home, that has to be one of my top picks. That sounds amazing. Then, of course, you might not want to be at home for Christmas because you want to escape Christmas. Perfectly reasonable if you're not really into Christmas. Having said that, it seems to be pretty hard to escape Christmas altogether, even in Muslim countries in the Middle East and things in the Emirates. I know they have massive trees, even if most people aren't actually celebrating the day. So one option would be to head out to Southeast Asia. Again, I'm betting that you won't be able to escape all mentions of Christmas, but in countries where there isn't a particularly large Christian population, you're going to get away from a lot of it. We were in Burma in April, or Myanmar, if you prefer that, And it was one of the best trips I've ever done. My daughter was 3 at the time. It was amazing. We went all around. We went to Bagan, we went to Inlay Lake, we went over to the beach at Napoli, we went up into the hills at Pienoluin, and into the capital Yangon as well, obviously. It's still very new to tourism. We were so welcomed everywhere, but there are some amazing things to discover, amazing places to stay, and I'm betting if you wanted to avoid Christmas, that would be quite a good bet to start off. And honestly, go there anyway. It's a fantastic country. And then one last one for the list. There is absolutely no chance of escaping Christmas here. This is somewhere in Indiana, which is actually called Santa Claus, Indiana. Apparently they changed the name from Santa Fe to Santa Claus, and as you can imagine, this is Christmas extravaganza territory. So there you go, my pick of a few places it would be very fun to spend Christmas, whether you want snow, city, beach, kitsch, or to get away from the whole thing altogether. Whatever you do, I hope you have a great time next Sunday. There are still just under a week of Vlogmas videos to come, a few more tips. You can check everything out in the Vlogmas playlist below or subscribe. Obviously, that would be a nice early Christmas present for me.